Hi boys and ghouls. So if you guys were with me live today, you know we were doing an eyeshadow palette collection and I was having some serious net issues. We got to almost an hour through about 3/4 of the palettes and my net shut off, and then we did about another 40 minutes and we got to the very last palette and my net decided to shut off again. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to break these up into a couple smaller videos, and we're going to go through the palettes just real quick. If there's palettes you're interested in seeing looks from or swatches from, let me know. That way I can go back through and redo those. So we're going to start with the random palettes that I have. This very first one I'm not going to swatch or do a video on because the palette's destroyed. I've had it forever. I use it primarily for my brows now. But it was the Ulta and Melissa Michelle collab. This was a perfectly fine palette. It's just at this point in time, it's beat up and destroyed, and I don't really grab for it. The only reason I'm keeping it is because I do my brows with it. And then we had the Sephora and Pantone Universe palette. It was just Pantone, different Pantone colors. The mirror, unfortunately, I can't hide so well in this guy. We'll try to kind of lift it up a bit here. So that's the Sephora and Pantone Universe palette. I'm going to work on panning this one after I do the first pan palette that I was planning on doing. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the kind of random palettes that I have. They're palettes that I don't have more than one from. We have the Sugar Pill Heartbreaker Quad. These were the colors. This is my absolute favorite all-time red. It is Love Plus. We have the Essence I'm With the Band palette. I got this for the theming. Let me remove the plastic again. I did this earlier, but this is the Essence I'm With the Band. I liked that it looked like a cassette tape. I thought it was funny, and when I opened it up and saw the shade names, which are names from a lot of 90s songs like Wonderwall, Don't Speak, What's My Age Again, Enter Sandman, I found this palette just fun. It's not a bad palette, it's not a great palette, it's a drugstore palette that you can definitely create some looks with, but I got it because I found it very cheeky and fun. The next one is the, ooh, I almost lost it, I would cry. The LA Splash Classic Horror palette. I got this again because of the theming, but I do love this one. I believe they may be pressed pigments because of the pigmentation on them, but they blend together beautifully. The colors are absolutely beautiful. And LA Splash is a cruelty-free brand. I don't know if you can buy this brand in store anywhere, but that you can buy from their website, which is where I got it. I had some issues with shipping, and there is a story time on that on my channel. The next one is the Beauty Glaze Pressed Glitter palette. This came from Amazon. A friend of mine at work bought this palette for me. And as you can see, they're all just pressed glitters. Absolutely beautiful pressed glitters, and it works very well. Everything's kept in the boxes. I like to keep my packaging pretty clean, and I like the packaging on some of them. The next one is the Lunachic Cosmetics Labs Elvira palette. Again, the packaging is what got me on this. I have created a look with this as well, and it is beautiful. Look at the little mirror. The mirror is a dagger. I get a kick out of that. Next two are from BoxyCharm, and we have the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette. It is all warm tone red and gold shades. Next one, also from BoxyCharm. Actually, the next three are from BoxyCharm. I keep forgetting about the one because I haven't used it yet. The next one is the Pure Midnight Masquerade. This one's a face palette, but I only use it as an eyeshadow palette. So we have the eyeshadows on one side, the face products on the other. I just hit myself in the face with a palette. How fun. I'm going to go through these quickly, and then I'm going to get them all put back up, and then I'm going to go and check the mail and do some chores I need to do. This one was this month's. Last month's. This is the Huda Beauty Protege palette. We have this guy here. This one's also supposed to be a cheek and eye palette. It does have some highlighters in it, but I have not played with this one yet. It's on my to-do list. And then we had the Juvia's Place Saharan palette. I'm kind of keeping an eye on time. Honestly, if I don't go too long, we may just try to throw these all in one or two videos. So this is the Saharan 2. I just got this guy and I have not had a chance to play with it, but the colors look absolutely beautiful. Again, if you guys want to let me know which palettes you want to see on my channel, what kind of looks you want to see, I would be more than happy to film those for you guys, or even do them live on a day my internet's not being a jerk. Okay, let's go into the little palettes. We have two little palettes from MAC. We have the Rocky Horror Collection and the Cinderella Collection. The Rocky Horror Collection, I think they did put a lot of work into the packaging on this guy. And then it has the lips on the front. This is what the colors look like. These were limited edition palettes, so they are unfortunately not available anymore. Next is the MAC Cinderella palette. I'm just kind of tossing the boxes. So that's the MAC Cinderella palette. Nice little neutral palette. This is great for everyday looks, which you can see I don't do many of. And then we have two of the Huda Beauty Mini Obsessions palettes. The first one is Ruby, which is all red shades. And then the second one, which was the first one I got, it was from her first launch of these. It was the Electric Obsessions. And there is that. I'm looking at the time and I'm thinking like, wow, my lives were far longer than this. So maybe this was actually the better way to go. Keep that in mind next time. We have two from Violet Voss. We have the Rainbow Eyeshadow Palette. I like the way Violet Voss packages their palettes. They're kind of hard to get out of the boxes, but I like the fact that I feel they are very protected. So the Violet Voss Rainbow Eyeshadow Palette. The Violet Voss palettes are actually very affordable, especially these ones, like even this rainbow one. There's a lot of product in them, but the price point is quite good for the amount of product you're getting. And then the second one is the Violet Voss Fruit Sorbet Mini Palette. You can see this is the size of the rainbow and this is the size of the Fruit Sorbet. And let's see. In the rainbow, you're getting 32 grams of product. And then in the Fruit Sorbet, you get, if I can find it on this one, I'm trying to find the product grams. You get 12 grams of product, so under half. However, I don't feel there's anything wrong with the size of this palette, and these guys are super cheap. So that is the Fruit Sorbet Mini. And we'll go ahead and do Lorac. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and break this up and do either one or two more videos. I have an idea. So next one is Lorac. So we have the Beauty and the Beast palette. I got both of these because they were Disney themed. This one, the packaging on it is insanely beautiful. So there's your mirror and then there's your shadows, and you've got this little guy for your bookmark, since it is supposed to be a book. And I thought that packaging idea was super clever. Like, it definitely fits the Beauty and the Beast theme very well. Can they make more Disney theme makeup? I would kind of love it, but then again, I'd spend a lot more money. I know ColourPop just did a Disney collab, but it wasn't something that I was really that interested in. And then Dose of Colors, I did really want the Mickey Mouse eyeshadow palette, but I didn't manage to get that. Lorac is the last Lorac and the last palette. And this video is going to be the Pirates of the Caribbean collection, which came with an eyeliner instead of a brush, which I liked. The eyeliner is nice. So there is the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean collection. And if you guys ever wondered what this little door was for, it's so the cheek palette can fit inside. I'm not going to go into the cheek palette because this isn't a face products video. It's just eyeshadow palettes. But that one was quite nice as well. So that is it for the first half, especially because I'm starting to lose light today, you guys, because the troubles I had with the live and having a restart, and yeah. So that is it there. And then we're going to go in with a few more videos, so I will be back actually in just a few minutes, and since I have everything set out, and I will post those shortly. I love you, beauties. Mwah.